An interesting thing happened during that game between Nigeria and the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. There was actually, believe it or not, a Juju scare. Well, the Cameroonians were accusing the Nigerian national team of using, do I say voodoo or black magic, to prevent the ball from going into the net. It caused quite an uproar as the Cameroonian ladies were trying to break the voodoo, as it were. They claimed that they were doing everything womanly possible, if I may use that word, to try and score, but it didn't work out for them. So they were trying to break the jinx, as it were. And you could see reigning Africa Women's Football of the Year, Assistant Oshuala, trying to stop the Cameroonians as well. There you go, Assistant Oshuala shoving the Cameroonian player to get back, but another one tried. Well, Chiamaka Nados is a great goalkeeper, but she couldn't catch that particular player. She's trained to catch footballs and not people, so that's not surprising as well. So we have a very interesting topic tonight, Okwe. Joining us all the way from Ibadan, Nigeria, is Mr. Ifatola Shongodari. He is an Ifa priest. Thank you very much for joining us, Ifatola. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on Game On.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. So let me start. You saw that video, didn't you, of the Cameroonian ladies trying to break whatever black magic or jinx that they felt that the Nigerian players had on their post, on their goal. What do you think of that?
The use of Juju, or known as voodoo, is not something that is welcome in football, or let's say sports in general. And we have, African mentality is that, we try to manipulate every situation, okay? But, even though we Yoruba, according to the Yoruba theology and tradition, we believe that sports is mainly on entertainment, okay? So we don't welcome Juju or anything. It is not in our culture or tradition. So there's nothing like Juju in sports, or no, maybe sports or maybe or football or anything. No. There are other situations of life where we use other, like charms. It's been like ancient times. But football, football came to Nigeria, or let's say in Africa, to the world, maybe during the early 90s. So it's not in our culture or tradition before. So people believe that there's an effectiveness of juju or charms in football. It's something that is highly exaggerated, but it's not in our culture or tradition at all.
But come on, Ifatola, I'm sure you lived in Nigeria. You understand these things. You see players wearing something around their waist, ifukpa, some charm in his pocket, one in his right boot.
One day or stuff, it is used, as a form of protection against any maybe physical or spiritual attack, maybe from gunshots, from accident and stuff like that. It is not in football. People trying to use that in football, it doesn't make any sense. Football is football. You can only win a game through efforts, skills, and everything. There's no way you can win a match through juju. No, it doesn't even make any sense. It's not in our cultural tradition. But people try to, there are a lot of people nowadays that they take advantage of people. They can do anything for people just to get their money. But it is not in our culture. We don't even condone that in our culture tradition at all. So juju in sports, it doesn't even correlate in any way. So it's not even have any impact on sports or football in general. Okay, so if I get you correctly, what you're saying is that for those people who believe in it, and for those so-called juju or voodoo practitioners who assist these people by maybe killing chickens or giving them something to wear, they're just conning them out of their money. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, people will go extra length. Nowadays people don't go for the truth anymore. People are desperate. They can do anything for juju. They can try. It's African mentality. We try to manipulate every situation. And if you go to someone, people if that person already know that this thing doesn't exist, but that person is desperately in need of money. So that person will try to manipulate, and just to get out some things and give it to you. This will work for you. And it doesn't even make any sense. It won't work. And there's no way you can get your refund. It's at your own risk. So that's African mentality. So Juju in sports in general, maybe in sport or in football, it doesn't even make any sense. So it's like it's even funny. It doesn't even go together at all.
Yes. Okay, you had a question?
So if I talk quickly, if any member of the Super Falcons squad, let's say they came to you and asked for protection or they asked for a bit of luck in the game, what would be your response to them, honestly speaking?
My response would be like, let's just pray to God. Because let's pray.
Wait, if I hold on, which God are we talking about here? Which God are we talking about? Because I know there are multiple gods in the Yoruba pantheon.
That's my own side of the story. Because some other people who are desperate, for example, now someone that's already poor, just someone that is poor, and you okay, Baba, okay, take this 1 million, help us do this, help us do that. Even though he can't even say to you that, okay, I can't do this, because he's also in need of money. They just be like, okay, I will do it now. I'm very, very sure. It will give them false hope on nothing. So they don't even go together at all. Assuming someone comes to you as a Babalawo and say, okay, please, I need help to maybe how to go and fight war. I need to do this, I need to do that. Yeah, that's a different case. But on sport, or maybe on football in general, it doesn't even make any sense. But people who are desperate to have money, they be like, oh, don't worry, we'll do it. And it doesn't even exist in our culture and tradition at all. So it doesn't even make any sense at all.
Okay. If I need to ask, so I've witnessed something before, right? Many years ago in the match I was playing in Oyo State, I was supposed to play that game, but unfortunately I had to travel. So my teammates told me about how they were asked not to go through one gate in the stadium. They were asked to go through another gate in the stadium. They were also asked to, during the penalty shootout, they were asked to reverse their jerseys in order to ensure that their penalties were efficacious. So you're basically telling me that this is all in the mind. There is no supernatural help from anywhere, that unless you train as well as possible, you're not winning the game. Ogun is not going to come down. Shango is not going to come and help you.
Unless you train, unless you are focused, there's no spiritual help anywhere, But, people won't tell you the truth. People are also in need of money. So they will tell you anything. They can give you anything, just to get your money. So it doesn't even make any sense at all. Okay, for example, Tai, Pogba here, do this, do that. No, if you win, you win. So if your effort is to win, then you win. So there's no supernatural power that help you win a match or so. It doesn't even exist at all. It doesn't make any sense.
So if I get you correctly, now, assuming two teams are playing, and both of them, of course, they're in their pre-match huddle. This one prays to God. This one also prays to God for victory. Both of them praying for victory. So you're telling me that God is not going to come and intervene. It is the better team who has trained better prepared that will win. It's not a matter of what God does.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, It's like, when people, it is sure, like when two people compete, one will surely come out as a winner. That's just the rule of life. There's no God intervening, like maybe God will take side or nothing. No, that's exactly how Juju even works, Juju doesn't work in all situation, no. But like, Juju work in maybe sports, maybe no at all. It is just the rule, which is how it's meant to be. When two people compete, one will surely come as the winner and one will come as a loser. So that's it. So just a matter of faith. So if your effort is up to win, you win. That's all.
So what does Juju work in, if I may ask?
I don't understand.
I mean, you say it doesn't work in sports, obviously. So where does it actually work? If it doesn't work in sports, is there another part of life that one can use Juju and it will be efficacious?
Juju, here in our time, we call it Akoseifa. Okay? So Juju works, as you guys refer to it, like Juju works in maybe to boost our financial life, where we have the likes of Awure, Shole, or stuff like that. Not in the aspect of Nollywood narrative, no. They've already exaggerated it.
So all those love potions don't work?
What do you say?
All those love potions, they don't work?
It's works though. But it doesn't work. That's just the fact. So, Akoseifa, like you guys say, works in every, maybe, let's say, various aspects of our life, Maybe our financial life, our physical life, our spiritual life, because, in life, we need to, know about our spiritual life, who we are meant to be, and people go through a lot of situations, tough situation challenges. And this life, we have to go through challenges and stuff like that. So it empowers us to overcome all these challenges, and also in case of victory over enemies and stuff like that. So I could say Juju works in other aspects, but not in terms of cheats or maybe to take advantage of others, or maybe in the case of manipulations like maybe sports or no. It doesn't even go together at all.
Okay. We've been speaking with Ifatola Shongodare, an Ifa priest all the way from Ibadan, Nigeria. Thank you for a most entertaining interview. Probably this has been the best interview I've ever had in my entire sporting career, in my journalistic career, and that said a lot. Thank you so much for your time, Ifatola.
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Well, okay, well, one thing you know, at least love potion works. That one works.
Good to know.
Well, we now know that love potions work. So the interesting thing is that, well, if you have, just be careful. That's what I'm going to say. But it's interesting. So he's pretty much saying that this is all in the mind, that it's not a question of some deity coming down and saving the ball from the going in or helping to score a goal. So pretty much what those Cameroonian girls were doing was actually uncalled for.
Exactly, and I think they were just overly superstitious. I was listening to Deborah Abiodun in the post-match conference, and when she was speaking, because the journalist actually directed the question to Randy Waldrum, and he then said he knows nothing about it, he will let Deborah speak. When she was speaking, she said, look, we are Christians and Muslims. We believe in God. We pray to God. We do the preparation during days before the game, and then we just commit everything into the hands of God. So at the end of the day, because we always see Nigerians and Nigerian teams praying before, at halftime, and at the end of games. So at the end of the day, I think it's just superstition. Okay,
let's just listen to what Randy Waldrum was saying, and Deborah Abiodun as well, after that incident.
Firstly, we kind of saw it as a point of distraction, and we were able to still put our focus high, regardless of whatever they believe in. We believe in God, and in God we stand, and we know with God all things are possible. So.